spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equals. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream as the Lakers get set to face the Golden State Warriors. Not going to be easy at all, guys. Have actually double the bad news. I mean, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting. I'll say, number one, Steph Curry is back. Yes, he is on minute restrictions. But tell me why everybody returns against the Lakers and they end up having great games usually. All right, part two. Well, actually, there's three sides to this bad news story. Part two is that the Lakers play on ABC 7. Okay, these early games usually on ABC 7 never go our way. The referees are usually atrocious. I don't know if the Lakers don't get up for it sometimes, but these aren't the best games to tune in and watch at times because, man, especially the officiating, it'd be bad on ABC 7. I don't know why. Usually it does. And then on top of that, the third worst thing is that D'Angelo Russell's still not back. So what we initially thought was a day-to-day injury, since it happened, matter of fact, now he's been out for damn near 2 weeks. And honestly, they keep saying he's day-to-day, which I don't know why, because that's not day-to-day. That's week-to-week at this point. He might as well sit out till LeBron comes back, And so I'm concerned for his injury. I don't know how severe it is. I mean, it looked really you can never really tell the severity of these injuries when they happen, but it didn't look too bad when it happened. Honestly, the Dennis Schroeder ankle turn looked worse a couple games ago. So, but yeah, D'Lo's still out, man, and that pretty much sucks. Maybe that has something to do with why they haven't reached an agreement on a contract extension. I don't know, but it is very disheartening right now. Currently watching the Dallas versus the Phoenix Suns. Dallas was up 105-100 last I checked. And so, I mean, all these games in the West have implications, but none of it matters if the Lakers don't get that victory, man. We need that victory. We need that win tonight. Now, Curry's back. We know about him. The last two games we faced the Warriors, we handled them pretty well, but that was without Curry, okay? Now that Curry's back, I would love to see Vando get thrown out there on him. I don't care, I don't care about him being on minute restrictions or whatever. You can't take it easy on that guy because, he can shoot from anywhere. So I think we should make him a priority focal point of the defense. And then everybody else, well, I don't think they have enough firepower to beat us if we're able to shut down Steph Curry. But, of course, we know the officials give him all the calls and stuff like that. ABC 7 game, not looking forward to it. But I still got faith in this team, believe it or not. We're one game out of the play-in. Currently right now, like I said, Phoenix is losing to the Dallas Mavericks, and anything is still possible. Hopefully the Lakers can pull off a great victory tonight would be awesome. And then on Tuesday, by the way, I will be attending the game on Tuesday, so no post-game recap likely for that one. Very excited. Pau Gasol jersey retirement ceremony. No John Morant. Unfortunately, I wanted to see him play live, man. This year I've gotten the chance to see great players play. Like, I love the Lakers and I want them to win primarily, but I also want to see good talent in person. I got to see Trae Young play. I've gotten to see De'Aaron Fox. I got to see Kyle Kuzma, LeBron, and all the great Lakers. But I've never gotten to see John Morant play live, and that's still not going to happen because this dude was acting a fool, posing with the guns and all that. But that'll be a topic for another day. But I am glad that we have an even greater shot at beating them on Tuesday as well. But at one game at a time, we need to focus on tonight, man. If we can really pull off this victory, it could be huge because it is against a team that's jockeying for position. They're 34-30. We're 30-34. So the record is flipped, reversed. Dan, I think we're losing today. Our season is over. I would not say that, Johnny Sims. There's still 18 games left, and anything can happen from here till then, man. It's the NBA. That's why you got to love it. Plus, we should never lose faith in our squad. Tasha says, hey, Dan, we need this win. Please, Lakers, just win. And the thing about – let me tell you something. The thing about this, man, is that, we match up really well versus the Warriors. Even the games they've had Curry, we've been in them, right? We match up really well against the Warriors. We got scrappy dudes now. It's all about us knocking down our shots and limiting turnovers. Those two things, that combination of two things could set us up for success. Now, obviously, the Warriors are not the best defensive team, but they do got defenders. They do have some size in the paint, and they also have, wing guys, even though I heard Iguodala was back as well, but it's still no Wiggins for them. But I am concerned about our injuries, guys. I'm very concerned because it takes forever, and I mean forever, for these guys to get healthy. If anything, it used to be, out one game or two and back the next game, just tape it up and whatever. But now they're taking extra precaution. It's like, do we really need to be taking all this precaution, down the stretch of the season? I get it with LeBron because he's older, but younger guys like D'Lo, man, he just turned 28, I believe, right? So he said Lakers need Gary Vitti. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. We desperately miss Gary Vitti, man. Things haven't been the same since we lost him, since he retired. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you, man. Thanks, Vitali. You said 10 turnovers or less, please. I would love 10 turnovers or less, but my target is 13 or less. So we can have 13 or less, we'll probably win this game. However, we go over that and high over that, it'll be really hard, man. They capitalize, especially in transition. They got guys like Jordan Poole who could just pull up from anywhere. Klay Thompson has been on a tear lately. And then they got, Steph Curry coming back. So it could be a long night for us unless we come out of the gates focused early. And then the minute restriction that Curry is under maybe plays a factor into this game. But bottom line is this, man. The Lakers haven't been scared of nobody, no matter who's playing and no matter who we're missing. We've been competing in every game. By the way, Minnesota has been beating teams. So clearly we were in that game against them. And they're a much better team than given credit for, because they've been beating a lot of teams. I think they recently beat, who they beat? The Kings last night. So, yeah, that makes me feel a lot better about my team losing to them, because it shows that the Timberwolves are hot right now. And, the Lakers have been playing good basketball. One thing I'll say, we have not lost back-to-back games, I believe, right? I'm not sure. But from what I can remember, we haven't lost back-to-back games since we acquired these new talents. So that might, bode well for us if we can capitalize off of that. Usually the Lakers make the adjustments and we come back, bounce back the next game. So hopefully that's the case today, because we just lost the last game. Can't afford to lose too many of these guys. 18 games left. Oh, man. Listen, we cannot afford more than a handful of losses. That's it. He said, Dan, Mavs are up on the Suns. I know, man. I'm multitasking. Like, I'm watching it on my phone while I'm talking to y'all, man, because, every Western Conference game has been phenomenal. But that tandem of Luka and Kyrie starting to come along together nicely. And if their role players step up, they're going to be a very dangerous team in the West. The Mavericks are. I'd personally love to see Phoenix versus them in the first round. That would be amazing. Phoenix versus Dallas in the first round. One of them goes home. And Luka is he likes to play spoiler. So that would be kind of cool to watch. Johnny says, if D'Lo don't return, we got to sign a ball handler for 10 days. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I don't know what's going on with D'Angelo Russell, but I am concerned. I was sold on getting him on a contract extension, but if he's going to be this fragile, I don't know about that one, And I love his talent. I love his personality, but we need this dude. Come on, man. He stepped on somebody while scooting back to do an inbounds play, and that's kept him out 5+ games. Come on, somebody. We need this man to step up, man. If not, then I don't know. What kind of percentage you give us today? Good question, Chris. I'm going to say it's a 50-50 tonight. I'm going 50%, because there's a 50% chance Curry comes back and just ignites them. And there's also, a chance that he's not looking the same. So I'm not saying it depends on Curry, but if we get the Vanderbilt on him early and not let him go under screens and not let him go over screens and shoot shots wide open and get them going early, then that'll be great. But I know Coach so far has used Vanderbilt on guards only in the second half, not in the first half. And sometimes that could be a detriment, because when you got one of the best defenders, you got to throw him out there ASAP. Another person we could see on Curry or on Jordan Poole would be Austin Reeves, man. It really would. That would be nice to see, if he can match up well with them. But again, the Warriors are 34-30. They basically stayed afloat while, while Curry was out, while the leader was out. So that's what we need to do while our leader is out, LeBron James, right? So it's going to be tough, man. Steve Kerr, listen, man, their starting lineup is really hard to match up with. They're going with Steph Curry, Dante DiVincenzo, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Kevin Looney. So, again, they got size in the paint, too. Kevin Looney, he's somewhat of a pest. He can get them second chance rebounds and stuff like that. We're going with Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, and Troy Brown Jr. So same starting lineup for us. Hopefully we get out of the gates early, man, because if not, it's going to be tough. Extremely tough to beat this team. He said, hey, Dan, the NBA might help the Celtics win the finals. Do you agree? I hope not. But after what I saw that one game where we played them, when it was clear foul after clear foul they were getting away with, it's like, oh, maybe they want them to be the winningest team of all time again, and separate themselves from us, because we all know that the league don't like the Lakers, man. We got too much diversity down here for their liking, if you catch my drift. So bottom line is this, Boston, man, they get a lot of things going for them and during games, and I hate watching the games because those officials, man. And again, tonight, by the way, today, ABC 7 game, pay attention to the way they're calling the game. Most of the time, that's against the Lakers. So there seems to be somewhat of an agenda, but I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories. Bottom line is this. Basketball is such a beautiful sport that if you play the right way, you can still win in spite of the officials. So that's the best part. They can't control how many shots go in. They can't control your turnovers. Well, to a certain degree, right? Because they call all these moving screens and BS calls they usually let other teams get away with, and they can control that to a certain degree. But for the most part, talent outweighs any BS out there. So that's what I do love about basketball. Jonathan said, need role players to step up. Vando, lock Clay up. Man, we only got one Vanderbilt. I wish we had multiples, but we do have another elite defender in Austin Reeves, and I hope he closes tonight out. I hope he's able to close with the starting unit tonight, because he, coach didn't put him out there the last game, but the game before that he did. So you just never know with Darvin Ham. He said it's 4 a.m. in the Philippines. He said, wake up just to watch the game. Hope they get a win. I hate to work feeling down. Let's go, baby. That's fandom right there. 4 a.m. in the morning. So none of us have a reason to complain about, with these early games, because my man's out here 4 a.m., man. That's what's up, Vincent. That's real passion right there. That's real heart. And hopefully we get that win for Vincent, man. That way he can go to work feeling good. I know the feeling, bro. I know the feeling. I used to hate going to work when my team lost the previous night or even the morning or whatever. It's the worst. He said, we had a good conditioning team in the bubble, got us a championship, and was fired the next year. Haven't been the same since. I don't understand why they were fired. That was a shocker to me, too. That was definitely a shocker to me, man. D'Lo is not back yet, Coffee. Unfortunately not. He said refs do too much makeup calls. Reeves was not good last game. It doesn't matter. He's still a better defender than Lonnie Walker, so I'd still close with him. He said, what's good? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Today's NBA players are like glass. Yeah, I don't know. Are they eating too many cheeseburgers and not eating their veggies? I don't know what the problem is. The conditioning teams that they're hiring, I don't know. You're right. They are like glass. I mean, we literally saw, and I hate to say it, but LaMelo Ball shatter his ankle by taking a regular step. Nobody was guarding him. He really didn't put a lot of weight on it. It was a regular step, and his ankle shattered. So, yeah, you definitely have to question what's going on with these modern-day NBA players, man. They're like they are made out of glass. It's ridiculous. I hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. But this is a good game right now, man. Dallas up on Phoenix. 112-110. Oof, a lot of playoff implications on the line. So, very good game. Let's see what happens there. He said, she said, I want this win badly. We all do. Tasia, listen, if the Lakers come out and take care of business tonight, it'll make Laker fans feel a lot better about our playoff chances, because this is probably the biggest test without LeBron James, without D'Angelo Russell we've had since we made the trade, right? The one before this one was Dallas. That was a tough game to win on the road, and they came up and jumped on us up 27 at the half. So, if the Lakers can get this one, man, it could really boost our confidence and send us in the right way. Sub Dan, John Jones, GOAT. He is. I didn't see that fight, man. I saw highlights. John Jones is the GOAT, man. He makes it look so easy, bro. He could be away from fighting for years and come back and dominate this dude, man. Crazy, right? He said, hey, Dan, love Jason Tatum, but he plays for the Celtics. Nah, I'm over Jason Tatum, man. He's very skilled. I'll give him that. But I hated what he did when he came and faced us, when he wore that shirt that had Kobe in a Celtic uniform. That's when he really showed me, okay, he wants to be a Boston Celtic for life. We don't need to hope for him to come over here, man. He could stay over there with that bullshit. He said, what's up, Dan? Let's get this Dub Lake show. Yes, sir, Daniel, let's get it. Look, keys to tonight's game. Key number one, all right, this could be all three keys, but I'm just going to use it as number one. Anthony Davis needs to be an absolute beast again because he's the one that's putting us in position to succeed. All right. So if he's a clear-cut advantage over almost every team, including the Warriors. Kevin Looney might go loony trying to guard him because if AD is on, he can get anything he wants whenever he wants, man. So that's key number one, always will be. Key number two, role players got to step up. I want to see at least 6 in double figures, more if possible. And I want to see us move the rock, find a hot hand. Don't settle for too many threes if they're not falling. But if they are, let success be your guide. And then key number 3, take care of the basketball. Why? Because turnovers are always key to every game. Turn the ball over versus young teams. They got youngsters like Jordan Poole, guys like that. Get out, get easy buckets. That could be the difference in the game. Imagine you're in a tight game and you have only 10 turnovers or less. Dude, you have an excellent chance of winning. But if you're in a tight game, you already turned the ball over 15 times, you probably could have had a 10-point lead. You just never know with this stuff. So let's at least give ourselves a chance and some good looks at the rim and not turn the ball over because that's detrimental, man. That really hurts the team. I've seen the games where we've turned the ball over a lot, most likely chalk them up as L's. So that's a huge key to the game. So those are the 3 keys to tonight's game. Matchup-wise, I'd love to see Jared Vanderbilt get out and guard Steph Curry. He's on a minute restriction, but don't let this little dude get off, man. He just loves running to the corners and loves running behind screens. He's like the modern-day Ray Allen, but with handles, right? He loves finding his little spots. Once he gets to the spots, he's going to pull up, right? Some might call him the best shooter of all time. Sure, I'll give him that title. But if you play excellent defense, he's been known to be shut down before. So you play excellent defense on him. I think he's the head of the snake. You cut him off. You've seen what we did to this team when they didn't have Curry the previous couple of games. So to me, that's one of the major keys right there. Is Darvin going to make the proper adjustments? Please don't put Beasley or somebody who's a subpar defender. Like Dennis sometimes looks lazy, man. I don't know what he'd be doing before the games, but he looks drained. All right, you need to leave them girls alone if he's even doing it with the girls, man. But bottom line is this. Look, we need to show up tonight. All right, backs up against the wall. 18 games ain't much. Not a lot of room for margin for error. So come out here, take care of business. If we can take care of the Warriors, then I'm feeling infinity more confident that we'll make the playoffs. If we lose to the Warriors, it's going to be very gut-wrenching. Still believe in this team to the bitter end, but man, every day that passes by, more injuries, guys missing games they shouldn't be missing, and turning the ball over and stuff like that really hurts the team. Jonathan says, AD, step up, cannot get locked up by Green or Looney. Yeah, listen, if AD could go for a 40-point game tonight, all right, because he's got the talent for it for sure. It's just sometimes he kind of drifts a little bit. We don't need him to drift tonight. We need him to, pound the ball inside, demand the rock. Hopefully he's got his midi working for him. His 3-ball was working for him the other night, so hopefully his midi is good, and then we'll have a good chance to win tonight, right? But it's going to be, man, so many things got to go right tonight. They're very stacked when Curry is out there. We knew that. Starting lineup, for those of you asking, is Dennis, Malik, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, and Troy Brown going up against Dante DiVincenzo, Draymond Green, Kevin Looney, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. So they got the Splash Bros in the backcourt. He said, Darvingham, please don't play drop coverage on Curry. You better not. Seriously, these drop coverages, and not just that, the zone defense. It drives me nuts when this guy goes zone defense on teams that could shoot. At that point, you're not asking, you're demanding to get beat. So yeah, we cannot have those drop coverages on teams like the Warriors. We got to be up in their grill, in their space, hope that the officials allow us to play defense and don't handicap this game, please. Because we especially for the people in the East Coast. I'm sorry, not in the East Coast, especially for the people that wake up early to watch these games, different parts of the world. We don't want to wake up to some BS, man. I swear, if they get like 20 free throws by the half, I'm going to be so upset, man. Is Schroeder's size a liability on defense? Not so much his size, but his effort. When this guy wants to play good defense, he's phenomenal. He even gets in the passing lanes and stuff. There's times when he's really, really good. Troy Brown has been phenomenal the last couple of games, and he's been knocking down the shots. So let's hope that continues. That could take us a long way. Like I said, I want to see 5 or 6 guys in double figures at least to have a good shot. And, of course, Anthony Davis to dominate, limit turnovers, my 3 keys to tonight's matchup. Looks like Phoenix is going to win. They're up 3 right now in Dallas, but who knows? He said, we must attack the rim and be aggressive. Yes, put pressure on them, get them in foul trouble, and that'll open up everything, including wide open shots that hopefully we knock down. But I want to see, you know what I want to see as well tonight? I want to see my boy Malik Beasley have a consistent night, because it's been a while since the last time he led us with, what was it, 25 points, where he had like 7 threes. That was the last actual good game he's had. So I need more from my boy Malik, because he's very talented. But problem is he doesn't do it consistently enough, right? He's never been on a good team per se, where he they've demanded for him to do it consistently enough. And the Lakers are that team. Hopefully we can get some from him, man, because he could be an X factor for us, as well as Austin Reeves coming off the bench. I wish he was starting, but Austin Reeves needs to close games. They need to have him out there with the closing lineup. I don't want to see 3-guard lineup. And if we do see a 3-guard lineup, Reeves better be one of the 3, in my opinion. Also, use whoever is better for the matchup. Now, I don't think they have a floor spacer off the bench, so maybe Mo Bamba could do work there. If not, Wenyen Gabriel, but he has to go with the right choice. Man, that Dallas game is so good. 118, 36 points for Booker, 30 for Durant, 30 for Doncic, and 28 for Kyrie. Can you imagine a 7-game series? What an offensive onslaught that would be. It would be so fun to watch, man. So fun to watch. He said, what teams need to lose today, Dan? Well, to be honest with you, man, keeping track of all that stuff is cool and all, but most importantly, we need to win. But obviously, I believe that if Dallas loses, is more beneficial, because Phoenix is probably going to lose more games at the end. However, I'm not cheering for Phoenix at all, man. They're just a team that annoys me, and I really. But okay, so basically, the Mavs need to lose to help us in the standings. The Blazers, they play the Magic tonight. They need to lose. The Jazz play the Thunder. We need the Jazz to lose, and then the Clippers play the Grizzlies. Obviously, it would be nice if the Clippers continue losing, but the Grizzlies are very short. They don't have a lot of they short man. They don't have Ja. Brandon Clark, I think he just went out with a season-ending injury. You hate to see it with young players. And then I think Dylan Brooks got suspended. So this is like put on a platter for the Clippers to get their first win since All-Star break. If they can't get it then I don't know what to tell you, man. I might go troll to the max. But of course, I need the Lakers to win so I can successfully feel good and come out here and make fun of them for sure. He says, someone tell Ham to start coaching. Dude only runs 3 half-court sets. It's crazy how masked that was when LeBron James is out there, right? It's like having another coach. Same thing with Frank Vogel, man. He got exposed once every time LeBron would miss, or in general when we lost Rondo and all the other coaching staff. Some coaches just aren't great in the half-court offense. Some are great at calling out-of-bounds timeout plays. Some are great at scheming, and some are great at, calling timeouts at the right times and stopping the momentum for the opposition. I mean, there's a little bit of everything, man. A little bit of everything. But all right, Luka got the ball. He leans in. Oof, tough shot. Man, Luka is tough. Dan, I've been trying to give Ham the benefit, but he makes me so angry so many times. You know what? You're not even wrong about that. He makes all of us angry. Darvin Ham, I at least personally expected a lot more from him, even though he's a rookie coach, because of the system in which he was coming from. KD, by the way, just hit a 3, so they're up 121 to 120. Crazy game. If you're not watching on ABC 7, man, let me just see these final couple. Ooh, Kyrie with the teardrop. My goodness, man, he's so tough. 122, 121, Phoenix, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the quarter. He said Cupcake Durant got 33. Yeah, man. He said Darwin Hamster? Y'all got to stop this stuff, man. Y'all got to stop with the jokes. Ooh, Kyrie. Y'all watching this game, right? It's tough. They're fighting for the rebound. He said, this is how the Lakers got to play. Yeah, we got to play with a sense of urgency. Seriously, if we come out here and we lay an egg early in the game, it's going to be a long night for us. But we need to seriously, put our dukes up and get ready to protect. We must protect this house, man. Lakers got to come out here and play with some pride. We're at home. We're not in Oracle Arena. We already went and stole a win over there. So now we got to protect our home. They're looking to get revenge. We beat them twice in a row. But remember, they did not have Curry. So got to take care of the basketball, most importantly, man. This game is wild. She said, "I want Dallas to lose. I love how tough they're playing Phoenix." Um, it's crazy. Dallas is good. Listen, here's the thing about Dallas. People say they don't have depth. They have a lot of guard depth. I like Tim Hardaway Jr. I like obviously Luka and Kyrie. Reggie Bullock can hit shots like this dude is a shot maker, right? But where they're lacking is in the paint, right? Dwight Powell is their best big. He's going to struggle in a 7-game series if they go against the Suns because he's really a catch and lob dunk guy or a rebounder. That's about it. He's not really anything else. He's not going to give you much of anything other than effort and hustle. But it's really fun. All right, Dallas down 2 with 1:23. Luka got the ball. He's backing down Chris Paul, little midget ass. Oh wow! I'm not gonna lie, that was not a foul. Luka flops a lot, yo. Luka just pulled a Chris Paul on Chris Paul. But hey, that's the way it is sometimes, man. Karma comes all the way back around to get you. Dallas should waive McGee. Dude got no playtime. If they waive McGee, I would love for the Lakers to pick him up, but they're not going to do that. I doubt, even if they don't play him, they're probably going to hold. Oh, that was a foul. My bad. Different angle. They're not going to waive players that are going to help Western Conference foes at this time of the year. I'd be shocked to see it. You know, maybe some Eastern Conference teams might waive somebody and the Lakers could pull them off, but I would be shocked to see Dallas do that. He said they lack in bigs for sure. And I'm surprised that when they made this trade, they didn't look to acquire a big as well. He said, man, I hate Devin Booker, wannabe F-boy. Yeah, Devin Booker gets no love from me. And the crazy thing is he's actually Mexican, but man, like just the way he carries himself, man, it has nothing to do with that at all. Like Devin Booker is something else, man. And he hates double teams, by the way. I don't know if you guys notice, every time he gets double teamed down the stretch of games, he messes up. Is he talented? Sure. But what really rubbed me the wrong way is when they were trying to compare him to Kobe, man. When Stephen A. Smith said that crazy shit, that he's the next Kobe Bryant, like I wanted to come across the screen and just smack Stephen A. hairline way back, man. He was pissing me off, bro. Like people, analysts, they have all this power. They have the voice. You know, they basically manipulate the way a lot of weak-minded people think. But then they use that for the wrong. Like they just say knee-jerk reactions and they say things in the moment that they hold no merit and they never back it up. They pretend like they never said it, you know. So it's really frustrating to hear those kind of things. It's just so disrespectful to my GOAT. He said, if a player gets waived, they not eligible for the playoffs. Oh, I guess you're right. What was it, like March 1st, was it? That's what it was. Huh? So no matter who the Lakers sign, it's not going to help for the postseason at this point. I think you're right. That's a tough shot by Kyrie. My goodness. Thanks for reminding me, bro. I would love to have McGee back, but he has 2 more years on his contract, so they're not going to waive him. Yeah, I doubt it. What did Devin Booker ever do to you, bro? LOL. Fans can say what they want. Kobe is different. What did Devin Booker ever do to me? Not to me, but to the Lakers, man. This dude talked the most crap. Not him, not just him. Him, Chris Paul, campaign. They're all clowns, man. As a fan, I have the right to feel a certain way towards certain players. So it's not about what Devin Booker did to me. It's just he's an annoying player to watch. He flops a lot. He complains a lot, and then he cries a lot. Listen, every time we play him, every time my Lakers play him, he's complaining about something. He's crying. He's angry. He's over here trying to throw hands. Not really throw hands, but he's like slapping and stuff. And they get away with so much, man. It's just that team is not fun to watch at all. And their personalities make them even worse, man. Make them even worse. He said Booker's Mexican. No way. Yeah, I think he's half and half. Half Mexican, half black, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, somebody said it. And I never looked it up because I never cared to, but I believe it. I believe it. He said Devin Booker got bodied by Bad Bunny. See, that's the thing about Phoenix where they have the advantage in the paint. You see DeAndre Ayton just get that putback right there. They're going to do it, man. That's where Phoenix has the edge over Dallas right now. But Luka at the top of the... See what happens here. Man, KD's tough, man. KD's tough. He said, Dan, yeah, I thought so, but I thought so. But, you know, here's the thing. You know, for me to like a player, it's so much more than race. You know what I mean? Like, Where I grew up from, we were colorblind anyways. It makes me very prideful when Mexicans do good and all of that. So that part of me is proud of him, but I just do not like him as a character, man. The way he carries himself, he just thinks he's better than he is. I don't like players that gloat before they've accomplished anything. This is why I don't like Memphis. It's not because of their talent. They're fun to watch talent-wise, right? John Morant is, if he wasn't like mentally where he's at right now, he'd be such a beast. I probably would have had his jersey already, but I don't like their attitude. I don't like the way they carry themselves. They talk so much, talking about they're fine in the West. Players like that, I just can't get behind, man. I like humility. You know, I like guys who you can talk your smack, but you better back it up. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like, talk your smack, but you got to back it up. I can't get behind players that don't back it up. They're just like Paul George types. Perfect example. This dude talks the most. You know, people, casuals think he deserves respect, and to a certain degree, talent-wise, he does. But his personality is just not even. How can you get behind players like that? He's a cap artist. Talking about he grew up a Clipper fan, and then in all the pictures he's in, he's wearing a Kobe jersey or a Laker jersey. Stop it, man. I like real hoopers who really let their personality and their game translate on the court before anything else. That's what I like. Paul Pierce, what? My favorite player of all time is Paul Pierce, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron. That is, the last two I understand, but the first one, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me, man. Enjoy the rest of the game, the Dallas game. I'm going to go ahead and get ready, man, because the Laker game is going to be so entertaining. Please, Lakers, take care of the ball. Feed the beast, Anthony Davis, and role players, please step up. We can have those three keys right there, and we should have victory. One of those goes missing, I don't know. It's going to be tough, right? No room for error. But appreciate y'all, man. Much love. I'll see you guys here for the post-game recap. Go Lakers, baby. Let's get this dub. I feel it. I believe it.